Hey guys, in this video I will explain to you how to adjust the trigger on the GK1 pistol. Please note that these pistols trigger come adjusted from the factory, so there is no need to do this adjustment. But should you choose to want the trigger to be a slightly heavier or lighter, you can do this yourself. Also note that making adjustment to the trigger can lead to quasi full auto operation of the GK1. It's not actually full auto because only the valve is opening rapidly, but the indexing mechanism of the magazine is not working, so meaning that there are no shots fired. But this can happen. It doesn't make any damage, it doesn't create any damage to the pistol. You only have to set it back up to the correct position in order to get the correct semi-auto operation. The actual adjustment is actually really easy, but there are some safety precautions, some safety things that you have to follow in order to do this properly, and we will go through them right now. So first of all, make sure that the pistol is empty, so meaning that the magazine is empty. So pull on the lever, check that all the holes in the magazine are empty. Okay. Second is you should have some pressure in the pistol. I would recommend somewhere between 250 or 300 bars, simply because you will be making some dry shots, and you do want to be in the position in the pressure range of the pistol that the valve is actually operating correctly, and have some spare because you will be making some dry shots. The next thing you should do is put the power wheel, the power adjustment to minimum using the supplied 3mm Allen key inserted here, and go fully clockwise, so fully to the right, fully threaded in. Don't crank it, just until it goes normally. When it stops, it stops. You are at minimum power. That is simply for the pistol to be quieter and also to consume less air, so you will not run out of air when you do this. Also, if you have an option, put the suppressor on, because you will be making dry fire shots. Or if you don't have it, just have some ear protection or something like that, so you don't damage your hearing. Okay, so let's get to the adjustment themselves. So you have two screws here, and they are accessible with also supplied 2.5mm Allen key. So you can put this Allen key in those screws, and you can adjust them left or right. So there are two adjustments to adjust the trigger, and they are both only for the weight of the first and the second stage. So it cannot be adjusted for the length of pull, only for the weight of the first stage and the weight of the second stage. Considering that this is a semi-auto pistol, you do need to consider that if you adjust the second stage to too low, the trigger will not actually reset, and it will continue firing, dry firing, because the magazine will not rotate until the air has run out, or if you back up with that adjustment. So let's just go to the adjustment themselves. The right one, so the one on your right, so on this side, is the adjustment for the first stage, and the left one is the adjustment for the second stage. So the second stage is the one that we will have to really pay attention at, but the right one for the first stage we can do actually even without putting the gun off safe. All we do is put the Allen key in the right one, and then test, so the safety is on, test how heavy the pull, so the first stage is. If it's too heavy for us, we go left, so we'll go for full revolution. Now I almost don't feel the spring anymore, so before it was just right to me. If you want to have it heavier, we can go further in. Now it's too heavy for me. So this is the best position for me, okay? As mentioned, this we can do without even putting it off safe. Now this one is trickier, as we mentioned, so I'm putting into your left one. So this one is the second stage adjustment, and for that we will need to dry fire. So we will put it off safe. As mentioned, we should check the magazine that is really empty, and if possible have a suppressor on or hearing protection. So let's do a dry shot. I'm doing this, demonstrating for you and pulling the trigger with my thumb, but it's just so I can show you how it works. So this is kind of perfect for me. But let's go lighter and just to demonstrate the position where it will come to be problematic. So what I did, I went full revolution to left, meaning that I put the second stage to be lighter, made the second stage lighter. So let's check if it still works, and if it doesn't, I will very quickly put it back to previous position. You heard that that was not only one shot, it was 3 shots. So at this point, it's definitely not safe anymore. Let's do this again. Okay, definitely not safe. So let's go half a revolution. It seems okay here, but I'm not happy with the, let's say, margin of safety. So let's go another half revolution. This is still really, really light, and I'm quite okay with it. And for some of you, you may want to have it heavier. Just go another revolution more. This is actually really nice. I like it. I will actually leave it like that. Okay, so that's it. What you're adjusting is only the spring tension, meaning the weight of the first and the second stage. And be careful, again, when you do this, because you do need to dry fire it. You do need to have magazine empty, and I do suggest that you have the suppressor, if possible, on, and have the power set to minimum. Once you're finished with that, you may want to fill up the pistol to the maximum, just to see that it operates correctly in the full range, and put it to the power that you typically use at, and try some shots, and make sure being really, let's say, careful and paying attention if the pistol is actually operating correctly. And if not, just add more to the second stage, more tension, because you cannot have too much. Of course, you can have so much that the pistol will not trigger. If you go too far, the pistol will not fire at all. But other than that, it's safer to have a little more than a little less. But again, as mentioned in the start of this video, the pistols come pre-adjusted from the factory. In my opinion, that is the perfect adjustment, at least for me, and also I've heard from some other people that also like the adjustment that is made from the factory. But if you do need or want to adjust, this is the way to do it. So guys, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Yep.